Hello. Today we have a look at the massively overpowered Phoenix Strike Assassin. So let's not waste some time and deep dive directly into it. So as we are in hardcore mode, it is quite important for getting the defense concepts right. So let's have a look at the skills. We don't put any points into traps. There are kind of side builds which go for Death Sentry for the corpse explosion, but I don't like that. It's too many points wasted on the way to it. In the shadow disciplines, there are guys using Mind Blast or maybe even Shadow Warrior or Cloak of Shadows. From my personal perspective, I try to go for the four most crucial passives. This is Burst of Speed, which I never use in hardcore, but for softcore it is really nice. You have a really amazing walking speed. I only go for Fate in hardcore, which gives, in my case here, because I have 8 hard points invested into it, I have 17 physical damage reduced. And the weapon block with base level 1 gives 50% block chance. The rest goes directly into damage. It goes 20 to Dragon Talon, which is the left hand finishing move. You get 1 point Tiger Strike, 1 point Cobra Strike, just on the way to Phoenix Strike, but the one hard point is for sure being used as an uploading kind of strike to get the bubbles around you. The Cobra Strike is most important because it has the life and mana leech on it. So you start by that, or at least I start by that. Then I think I go for Fist of Fire. Then I go for the Tiger Strike for the single hit damage. And then I load Claws of Thunder and Phoenix Strike and then Ice. And then my nine, the 9 keys are full already. So, what is important? After Fate activation, you should have max resistances. So, I'm missing some stuff. I'm lacking here a bit. You see the poison, which is kind of the not important thing. I work on that by drinking antidote pots if necessary. So this is for me at least not too crucial. The rest is kind of okay. Here's 1 and 2 points missing, not too bad. So what do you need? You want, as always, your Assassin Torch, you want an Annulus, you want martial arts skillers as much as possible. In the best case, you have 12 fast hit recovery on them or life. The rest, at least for me, is just filling up the resistances, as you can see, or a bit life, and attack rating, because for the uploading, you really need the attack rating. Dragon Talon is fine, but you see the difference in Dragon Talon finishing move, what will be after loading up. Your main attack is 8,000 attack rating for me at the moment, and Cobra Strike is only 2,500. So for loading up at Diablo or at MAL after the waves or after the seal bosses, you need to load your your bubbles up at the boss himself. So this is what can be, yeah, can be hard to hit him If you don't hit him, you don't leech, and that can, in hardcore, bring you to a quick death. So what do you want to go for at the gear? You have, this is why it's called Mosaic build as well. You have the core items, the one and most important items, which are really, really cheap for compared to what you get for those. You want 2 Mosaic claws, MAL-GUL-AMN. So you need 2 MAL and 2 ghoul and the 2 bases, and you're good to go. And as you can see, the rolls are really, really bad. It's 11, 9, 11. There is, in the base was 1, 2 Claws of Thunder, not even 1 to Phoenix Strike, and the other base was 1 to Phoenix Strike, and the roll was slightly better, but still really, really bad. But the damage is insane anyways, so what, at least in hardcore, is more crucial is your defense concept. As long as you cannot afford a Verdungos, aim for String of Ears, go for the physical damage reduce, and you already have a much, much more safer life. What else you want? You want that 50% block, at least 50. I think with plus 2 skills you can aim. I think the weapon block is capped at 59, I think. I'm not sure about that. But I think 1 point, 50% is quite fine for the moment, at least for me. What else you want? I like to go for Shadow Dancers. This is quite a high strength investment. I really thought left and right and decided, okay, I go for it because of the 2 to Shadow Disciplines. What does that bring? It increases the fade level and the weapon block. So you have 2 level more weapon block and 2 level more fade. Fade increases in those low level, I think below 20, it increases each level 1 physical damage reduced. And combined with String of Ears, you can get some stuff done. And I go because I found it in a public run and I grabbed it fast enough. Luckily, not normal for me. Normally, I grab like your grandma or my grandma, uh, if she wouldn't be dead. But yeah, anyways, so I'm really slow at grabbing in public games, but I managed to grab the Crown of Ages here. It At the identifying process, it even got 2 sockets. I put the 2 soul runes into it with the hard points of 14, damage reduced 7 each per soul rune, and 14 physical damage reduced by itself. So 14 plus 13 plus the 8 of Enigma, and it adds up to 35. And together with the Fate 17, it comes to the, I think it's capped at 50%. So this is what you want in hardcore for sure. What else you want? You want a bit of attack speed. You want at least 26 attack speed. You want 48 faster hit recovery at a minimum. And you best, this is much easier in softcore, you want 45 fast cast rate. I don't care too much about that because I only tailor to not run out of that 15-second window when the uploads are gone. Yeah, and that's already it. You put, as usual, or most of the builds for most of the builds, it's usual, you only put strengths for your gear. So in this case, Crown of Ages have 174 and Shadow Dancer has 167. I think, yeah, 174 is my strengths I need. Dexterity, you don't. I'm not. Yeah, no, you don't put any points except of what you need to wear your bases. So you can see here 79. This is what I got with the Shadow Dancers. I don't know where the rest comes from. But anyways, you only want to wear your bases. Rest goes 100% to vitality. You don't need any energy at all. Okay, this being said, the mercenary you want to aim for, in softcore at least, you want a might mercenary with an infinity, an ethereal one in the best case, an ethereal Andy's face, and an ethereal 40. Because I cannot afford that yet, I go for a bulwark, an insight, and a treasury. This is working quite well. It's lacking a bit resistances, but and the Holy Frost or Holy Freeze, because in hardcore it gives you a bit more safety. At least when there are extra speedy fanatism packs or stuff, this is decrease the danger of those guys. What else? You want a Raven Frost. I have one in the stash, I think. Anywhere around here should be. Yep. Found that recently. Yeah, this is my fast cast rate ring, but yeah, I'm. Yeah, I need to sacrifice my one and only 10 fast cast rate for the cannot be frozen, and my resistances are dropping off. You see that 54%, but still okayish enough. Not too great, but it is what it is. You want that cannot be frozen when you can get it. Yeah. Enigma is your aim as an armor. In the meantime, while you're farming for Enigma, you can go for the treasury. This is why it's not in an ethereal one. This was the armor I have worn before. Yeah, you want, in the best case, either depending on if you have the attack speed cap already, you can go for High Lords, you can go for Maras, you can go for Metal Grid, you even can go for Cat's Eye or a rare one, or like me, this is kind of the most budget option, +3 to martial arts skills, and you're good to go. I crafted some nice gloves, and as I had crafted them, yeah, I thought, okay, give it to her. Normally you aim for 3 to martial arts, 20 attack speed, but 2 to martial arts, attack speed, a bit of life steal, crushing blow, life. Well, I thought, okay, fine enough. As I have them, I don't need to buy the 320 with big roots. Yeah, and I think, yeah, what else you could do? You could go for Hustle, which is really, really nice armor rune ward for this build as well, because it gives you the fast run walk, which helps you out with your uploaded stacks of the other attacks. Yeah, and this is already the theory of the build. So let's have a look how this is showing in action. So, and you want CTA, but I couldn't afford that yet. But this is what you want to increase survivability even further. So you start, or at least I recommend start with Cobra Strike uploads to get your leech up. And as you can see, this is taking a while if your attack rate is low. Then I go for the fire, Fist of Fire. Then I go for the Tiger Strike. Then I go for the Claws of Thunder. Then the Phoenix Strike. And then the Ice Strike. And then it's good to go. So let's have a look how it's working. And the teleport, you only need that for not letting the stacks go and for bridging gaps of no enemies. Yeah, this is the Phoenix Strike Assassin. So this is really nice for starting the ladder. You only need that MAL and GUL 2 times. Actually, I tried that and had kind of a long time, only one Mosaic, and it was working. Not really good because you lose your stacks uh, almost yeah every second hit of a finishing move, but this is kind of working out, but it is much more comfortable if you have your second one as well. So this was the Mosaic build. It is absolutely viable for hardcore if you have your defense concepts correct. You can see that even without CTA and with CTA, it would be even safer, much more life. And you can see this is not like a min-maxed out character invested like hundreds and hundreds of high runes or stuff. This is just 2-3 main items which really gets the build up and running, and the rest comes while you are farming. So you can think of building your own Mosaic Assassin, and it's really fun. You need some breaks from time to time because the effects are quite, yeah, they are eye intensive. Let's call it like this. But yeah, it makes fun. It really makes fun. Where has that gun gone? Ah, whatever. So, have fun making your own Mosaic Assassin. If you have any questions, leave some comments, or if you have a wish for a future build, let me know, and I will do what I can to fulfill your wish for the next build. Have a nice time, and bye bye.